What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz. Welcome to the channel. So, real quick, before I get to the review, because that's why you clicked on the video. Why else? I got a couple housekeeping items I gotta put you guys on to. Number one, I am focusing my channel from now on to strictly anime-related content. It was between anime or sports. This last year taught me a lot in terms of like YouTube and like what I really wanted to do. Last year was kind of like just a whatever year. Now I'm in year 2. I kind of want to focus down on one thing and stick to that for a while, if not my entire career, because I want to be a part of the ever-growing culture of anime. I want to help influence people who haven't watched anime to give it a chance and to be a part of the non-toxic anime community, because the community is that toxic, not gonna lie. But I want to be part of the community that's not so toxic and hopefully make that shift where everybody can just enjoy anime without, oh, this is mid, or your character is trash, or Goku solos, shit like that. I want to be part of the good culture. You know, we just want people to watch anime just for the love of it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might get one day a sneak peek in my top 10. We'll see. But I'm excited for this next journey in my YouTube career. If you've been vibing with me since day one, hopefully you still support me today, I guess, to whatever. But that's the first thing. The second thing is, if you watched my Squid Game video, I kind of said like, yo, finding space to record has been a little scarce. I solved that problem, and now content will be coming out more consistently and more constantly, between manga reviews of My Hero, One Piece, and Black Clover. If I watch a new series, I will review that series and put you guys on to what I honestly thought about the series. So we'll see about that. You know, I got a lot of ideas. Nothing really concrete as of yet. We're setting the foundation now, but that's all I gotta say. But before we get started, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend. You already know I'm in year 2 now. It's nothing changed. We still the same. What are you talking about? We still here. Yeah, comment down below your favorite anime, cause I might watch it. You know what I'm saying? I might watch it for the love. I might watch it, and then right now I'm watching this series called World Trigger. It's kind of dope. Not gonna lie, it's pretty fire. After this, I'm watching Code Geass. My boy J Money, my boy Josue, he's been not begging me, but he's like, every time I see him, he's like, yo, my mans, you gotta watch Code Geass, bro. You gotta watch Code Geass. I'm like, yo, I got you. And I've always been like capping, man, but this time it's on video. Like after I watch this episode, after I watch this series and catch up to my One Piece anime, I will watch. I won't say the whole thing. If I vibe with it, then I'm gonna binge watch that whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't vibe with it, I'll let you know. Like, yo, it wasn't really it for me. It's one of the I've heard was the greatest anime of all time. One of them. So we shall see the vibes. But with all that said, let's get into this review, man. So My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. I absolutely loved this movie. I give it a solid 9 out of 10. 8.5, 9 out of 10. Reason why it's not perfect, because there are a lot of cliche, a lot of predictable moments, and we'll get into that, but the animation was fire, the story made sense, everything tied together at the end, and when I left, I felt a sense of like, alright, cool. Like, I could vibe with this. If this was part of the story, I could vibe with this, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I said 8.59 for me. If you vibe with it, people might say, yo, this shit was trash. Other people say, yo, this was a great movie. I am of the latter. This was a great movie. I honestly vibe with 100%. I would recommend it. I will go watch it again. Literally, like today, I will go watch it again. But we're not gonna do that. So, preferences by saying, if you haven't watched season 5, the first half of My Hero, you need to definitely watch that first, and then watch the movie. Cause the movie, this is major spoiler. You already know how I do spoilers off rip, fully out of it. So if you haven't watched season 5, I recommend you stop watching this video. We got 3, 2, 1. Alright, so those bozos left. Now I'm playing, you're not a bozo. So those people left. Let's continue on with this. So you're done with season 5. The first half was about the heroes. The second half was about the villains. We don't really care about the villains for the movie. That's its own separate thing. Great mini arc. Great mini arc. But I digress. Let's get back into it. So, guys, so Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo had to go. They had to do work studies. In the work studies this time, they chose, well, Todoroki chose Endeavor because he's trying to, like, finesse him. And he brought Deku and Bakugo along with him. So they were training about other things, trying to enhance their quirks, trying to really be on that hero type of time. How to react without even needing to, like, oh my god, like, being fast, being reactive, and taking the initiative to solving the problems. That's essentially what Endeavor taught them. That whole arc was amazing, by the way. But Deku, before all that, got a new quirk, because this dude has, like, he has 2 new quirks now. He has the original One for All. He has another quirk called Black Whip, and he has a new one called Float that he's gonna learn that All Might's master had. I'm trying to avoid manga spoilers because that would be a whole separate thing weekly, but I'm trying to avoid it, so I'm trying not to say too much. But essentially, he realizes he has Black Whip because of an incident that happened at a training center. But with the help of Endeavor, he learns to control it, learns how to utilize it as a tool for him to be a better hero. Alright? Feel me? Todoroki learned how... This is all like a prelude to the movie. I'll get to the movie, but you need to know this information first. You feel me? So bear with me for a couple seconds. Todoroki learned how to really use his fire and ice in tandem with each other. How to, like, make more fire or really just be a better flame user, because, you know, for the longest time he hasn't used his I want to say his left hand. If I'm bugging, I'm bugging, but he hasn't used his... This is my right. This is my right. This is my left. So he hasn't used his left hand in a while because, you know, trauma, all this other stuff. We don't get to that. But so he learned more about, like, the fire, learning how to do it in tandem. So and Bakugo kind of was like, he's like the most well-rounded person, to be honest with you. Like, he has a good quirk. He utilizes well. He's very creative, very innovative. So yeah, he didn't really know. He was kind of like learning how to be more reactive to stuff, and he's like learning how to be the hero part. He has the quirk and he has good mastery of his quirk, but like little things like this, like the little tweaks that he can make to be a better hero. That's what Endeavor was teaching him. So now we got that part out the way. Now for the movie, they were in their work studies, and it all started because a guy named Fleck turned. He was the leader of a group called Humorous. Essentially, these guys wanted to basically destroy, like, rid the world of quirks. So the guy Fleck turned, he believed in the quirk doomsday theory, which essentially, it's hard to explain. Essentially, it was like all these quirks are diseases, and we need to rid them. It's kind of like, so like you got COVID, whatever, you got to rid the world of COVID. He viewed having a quirk as a disease. All because of some past trauma. He was isolated from his friends, his family, whatever. So he resented having a quirk to begin with. So this dude has a quirk. He has a quirk, and he wants to get rid of everybody with a quirk. Kind of hypocritical, kind of weird to me. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? So the story starts off. This is like flashback. He had like a big event where everyone who had a quirk just died. Like, it literally killed like mad people. Like, many bombs were placed, and the heroes that converged around it and tried to, like, disable it or destroy it, they got. You know what I'm saying? So they're all like, "Oh, all for humanity, salute to humanity," whatever. Because this guy wanted humans without quirks, so quirkless people, to like basically have a normal society like we do now, right now in the U.S. or wherever they're watching it. So not a normal society, but they wanted humans to basically be in charge of everything. And you know, like with my hero, people with quirks, they're kind of idolized. They kind of like set the tone for how society is ran. This guy didn't want that, which it sound in theory it sounds dope, but the fact that you got to kill people to make that dream a reality, that's where you lost me. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, right? All Might, Endeavor, like all the heroes, they get word of this, so they're going to these different spots around the world. So they're in Japan, you got the U.S., you got France, you got Russia, you got all these different countries and all these different places that had sightings of this group, Humorous. So in one team, I'm not going to register all the teams, but the main team we got to mention is Bakugo, Todoroki, Deku, Endeavor, that team. And then Endeavor is like agency. That's all one team. Fast forward. So they land, they don't find anything. So they run through every single base of Humorous in every single country. They don't find anything. So All Might is like, yo, because he's like kind of like a control guy, like a control center guy. Like, yo, like, because I don't know why he was in it, but I guess to make him feel a part that he's involved in a movie somehow. I don't know. But he's with a Secret Service. I don't know. They didn't even say who these guys were, to be honest with you. So I'm like, who is this man? Whatever. I digress. So, All Might say, yo, stand by, and when something happens, you know, we'll let you know, like, oh, boom, Humor's been spotted, don't know what to do. So, alright, cool. So, they're all chilling. They're chilling. They're going to buy, Rakugo, Todoroki, and Deku, they're buying groceries and, like, laying low, being low-key. And then, a crime happens. And prior to the crime, we meet a guy named Rhodey. He's a Brody. At the end, he's a Brody. Right now, so this guy Brody, it's kind of a sad story. His mom passed away. His dad had left him to become a member of Humorous, right? So once the people around the city, they found out, they kicked this dude out of school. They basically treated him like an outcast. So him and his two siblings had to be in like a trailer park and like basically live their days in the trailer park. So this dude has no job. He's doing like odd jobs, like little delinquent stuff, stealing from people, robbing, whatever like that, just to survive. So I feel his story. Like that's a dope story. You know what I'm saying? But his role in the movie, in the scene I'm about to describe to you guys, was essentially to like, yo, like two people was gonna rob a bank, rob a store for some jewels, take the jewels, the package, and then bring it to a supplier or bring it to the client. That was the role. So middleman to the thing, you know, boom, boom, easy peasy. Everybody gets their bread. But so as I mentioned, Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki, they're gonna they're on a like laying low, doing whatever they might want with the groceries. They realize, yo, these two people about to robbing the place. So they come out. The three diverge. One chases one chases the other. One doing like damage control. Realizes that yo, there's a third person. So Deku chases Rhodey. On his ass, like he's really chasing this man. Eventually, Rhodey gets away on the train. This dude Deku's like, nah, I'm here, boy. What are you talking about? I'm here. So, eventually catches up to Rhodey. And then the typical, like, oh, what's in the case? Turns out it wasn't even the jewels in the case. Because they got swapped with something else. Something important. There's a third party in all of this. So you got Rhodey and the people, whatever. You got the heroes and you got the group Humorous. Humorous wants the briefcase from the doctor had ran away with the briefcase, which contained a lot of secret stuff. Classified information that you shouldn't be sharing around. So, Humorous wanted that back. And he was going to kill the dude that made it happen. So there's an arrow shorty for me, mad Hawkeye, there's mad arrows and shit. She kind of nice. She kind of nice. Not gonna lie, she kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? So she chases down the dude. She shoots him, and she fight. Basically, one of those like cliche case swaps where she got the jewels and Rhodey got the important classified information. So fast forward, they walking together. You know, this dude Deku and Rhodey get stopped by mad police. So we like, oh no. I'm like, oh no, what happened? What happened? So if you watch the trailer, you know that Deku was he was wanted like on some like GTA like 5 stars like world wanted for mass murder or some shit like that, right? So it's all a cover up though because they just want Deku in custody so they can get the briefcase back. This is all on the humorous. Like humorous has someone in the police making these calls, like the head of the police, like yo, making these calls, like yo, let's get this man a 5-star real quick so we can get this briefcase. Have everybody on his ass so we can get the briefcase and give it back to my son Fled, which is deleted. So boom, dude, Deku and Rhodey, well, not really Rhodey, but Deku has him on his shoulders and is bucking it. On some Spider-Man shit, like with the black lip, my son is Spider-Man, does whatever Spider-Man does. You know, literally, oh my god, this shit was funny. The arrow shorty from earlier, she sees him, because she got some great ass sight, by the way. So she see him, she's shooting him. Weave. He's on a bridge at this point, like just dodging everything. Weave. So then, boom, eventually get away. Todoroki calls him like, yo, my man, what's up with you, yo? Like, what did you do? And he's like, what you mean? And then this is where after like Deku was found, like was the 5-star for mass murder. He's like, yo, I ain't do shit. I just got a briefcase. And they're like, oh, all right, so lay low, they turn your battery off, lay low for a little bit. So they do that. So Rhodey and Deku together, they're just like riding together, they traveling together. Cause not really that Rhodey was involved in it, but kind of sort of like he realized like Deku was there. If he get caught, we both gonna die anyway. Cause you know that this briefcase is important. You know, so like you might as well just stick with me. Essentially, funny cause like yo, like everyone is like literally like knows Deku. Like, yo, he didn't do it. Like free my guy. Free OBJ. Oh, who said that? Fuck Baker Mayfield. Who said that? Yo, chill. My fault. We not talking about football though. We talking about this movie. So they basically just say, yo, we about to just ride with my guy. Like they're still on standby, mind you. Like they're always like, yo, like he ain't do it. Fuck you talking about? Nah. Like no. Midoriya and Rhodey, they're traveling together. They're trying to get to this new not a neutral country, but another country to get out of this people's jurisdiction. So I was like, all right, cool, that's smooth. You know what I'm saying? Sound plan. So this dude texts Todoroki and Code on some like, yo, like I forgot what he said. He was like, yo, make sure you eat your whatever, like keep your. I was just like, what the hell? Like, but it was like basically code for like this is the country we're gonna be at. You know, like on some secret agent shit. You know what I'm saying? What's that Deku smart? What are you talking about? Fast forward, Bakugo and Todoroki, they yo like, let's go over there. Like we gotta talk this out and help Deku out because they know this man got the 5-star, so they're on it. You know what I'm saying? So they're on their way to Clade. Midoriya and Homie on their way to Clade, so they're gonna converge in the middle. Right, so this is where the cliche shit comes in. Right? So they're sleeping, in a barn. They talking to each other, like you know, but this is where the cliche shit. Cause like so Rhodey dips with the case to the phone booth. He calls her, yo, told me, yo, come to this location. I got the case that you need. I think he's going to the authority, whatever. So some dude comes through. Yeah. He's part of humorous. Some like big Broly dude. Come part of humorous. Tries to kill Rhodey. Midoriya was like, nah, mink. And so they fought. He's mad. He waxed him. And then the arrow shorty is like, yo, like, nah. Shoots at Rhodey. My son Midoriya is like, no. So Yeah, that's no, hold on. So my son gets shot in the ribs. That's light. So they did. Boom with the case. Mind you, this dude Midoriya, he's really like using his quirks like that. So he got, you know how he had like the air shit. He basically does it with his legs now. I was like, okay, Midoriya, like you using your quirk like that. I like that. I like to see that. We like to see that. This guy, he's like, yo, I'm sorry. Regular cliche shit. Like as soon as the night happened, I was like, bro, this man like sus. Like he's about to just walk out, and as soon as he walked out, I was like, fucking called it. Like that's why it was like a little cliche, a little corny to me, but we make up for it later. So they're like, oh, let's do like they went to a cave. They chopping it up with each other like, yo, like this is why I want to become a hero because I was. Yeah, I don't think he said he was quickly, but yo, like I was weak and people helped me become stronger, and now I want to help. I want to save people's lives with a smile on my face. So little like regular Deku stuff, like just really inspiring, really like he's a real humble dude, real calm dude. Turns out this dude actually has a quirk. We'll talk about that later, but he has a quirk. Pretty goofy one, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of embarrassed about it, but I would be too. But it's fine. So you fast forward, they rob a car, they chopping it up with each other. Rhodey's telling about his family. You have a little flashback about Rhodey, about his pops. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. So fast forward, they get to Clay, they get to the spot, and then shit has the fan, and Midoriya and has to fight both of like the strong dude. It's a new person. This guy blew mine because they kind of recreated some dude from Class 1B, the guy that can recite stuff, and he just like basically did the same thing. I was like, what the hell? So he got smoked by Todoroki because Todoroki Bakugo came through to save the day. So the Arrow Shorty though, she a G, not gonna lie, she a G. Cause she was like, yo, I'm about to get captured or I'm about to get smoked. Let me just kill myself. I was like, oh. So she jumped off. She was like, I forgot what she like, something like for humanity, and jumped off the plane. The plane blew up. The guy on parachute was dead. She dropped to boom, R.I.P. That's crazy. So now we want to figure out what the hell was in this case. Why is this case so important? So Deku notices that there's like a thing sticking out. So it's a normal briefcase, but with like a little secret compartment. In the compartment, there's like a little puzzle thing. In Rhodey's flashback, his pops gave him the same puzzle, and once he solved it, once he cracked it, it was like a little necklace, whatever. Like a picture of Rhodey and the siblings. So he cracks the code. He finds a little like flash drive. He finds two things: a flash drive kind of thing, and like and another like disc thing. We'll get to the disc thing. So we're like, all right, let's crack it. Like they're like, oh, what do we have to do? The dude about to go. He actually is pretty smart, not gonna lie. So he's like, yo, let's go to a library in Clade and figure this shit out. So they go into the library, they figure shit out. It turns out, yo, these shits, like like, in the flash drive, the doctor who stole it originally, he left like a recorded message like, yo, they killed this dude. They created the bombs, like they bribed us with like, oh, if you don't do this, we'll kill your families. Turns out one of the doctors was Rhodey's pops. So the dude, like, Rhodey's dad is dead, but Rhodey's dad didn't abandon him for humorous. He kind of didn't have a choice. So I was like, oh, alright, cool. Now your pop's not a dirtbag. I'll fuck with your pops now. You know what I'm saying? Now at the same time, they're in the library, and it turns out at all the spots that the heroes were at, there were bombs actually there. So they were looking for bombs originally. They were looking for something. They were looking for the bombs, and now they realize like, oh, okay, the locations are like known. So you got the one in the U.S. You got one in New York. I was like, why New York? What do we do? He's like, what the fuck we do to y'all? Like the hell? So we got one in New York, one in France, whatever. So All Might was like, yo, all heroes try to find these bombs and get rid of them. Mind you, this is what Fleck wanted, because he knew all the heroes were gonna converge on these bombs, which would kill him. This guy's a pretty smart noodle. Darren's still in the library. How do we solve this shit? Like, how do we figure this shit out? Turns out the key, the thing that the little disc thing, that's the bombing destroying device, whatever. So you would insert it. You would go to the base, insert it, and all the bombs would like basically be done. Like, not blow up, but I don't know the word. You know the word. Like, it would cease to detonate. To detonate, yeah. It wouldn't detonate anymore. So, how are we gonna get there? This dude Rhodey always wants to be a pilot. Ever since he was a kid, he always wanted to be a pilot. So he's like, yo, I got a way. You know what I'm saying? He don't got a pilot license, but he got a way. So he flying. It's him, Midoriya, and so it's Rhodey, Midoriya, Bakugo, and Todoroki. Them four. He converged on the main villain's spot, because there was one location that wasn't covered, which was the main location. So they figured it out. They flew over there on a plane, muscling with the skills or whatever. Basically, it was a series of fights that happened. First, Bakugo goes to behind, fought this dude with some metal chains. He's irrelevant because Bakugo eventually wins with the howitzer. Yes, bro, literally. We haven't seen the howitzer since freaking the sports festival, bro. So I was like, we haven't seen it. So I wasn't expecting. My son took off his gauntlets. He was like, nah, y'all motherfuckers y'all going down right now. So he took the howitzer. I was like, let's go. I was hyped. Todoroki for another dude. Essentially used flash fire. Essentially like, kind of like, not Prometheus burn. That I never uses, but he uses like his left side and right side in tandem. Basically, he beats the dude, easy peasy, irrelevant. Now Deku, he's fighting the main villain. He's fighting Fleck. He got a quirk. Basically, he takes what you hit him and gives it back to you. So on some reflective shit. Kind of OP, not gonna lie. But there's a limit to how much you can take. So in a long scheme of things, like they're fighting, whatever, boom, 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 boom. Eventually, Midoriya wears him down. Power of anime plot. So this dude goes 100% one for all, and just beats him. Like, he just smokes him. Brody pulls up. He's like, yo, I'm not gonna be in the sidelines. Like, like, I want to help. So he's like, yo, he pulls us to the island. He was like, yo, like, I was like, if you give us the key thing, we'll stop the bombs. They lying. So he was like, yeah, cool. Because all he wanted to do was go back to his siblings. And his siblings were in one of the spots where the bomb was at. His brother and sister were there. So he was like, I need to go there. Like, I need to be there. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you a dirtbag. Because he picked, like, because Midoriya at this point was getting smoked. So he's like, yo, you valid. But now this is where we get to the quirk. His quirk is essentially is a bird. A bird that basically shows his true emotions. So let's say he's lying, like let's say I said goodbye to my girl or whatever like that, and I'm like, yo, for me, I guess for me, I see you around or whatever. The bird would be like, yo, like crying or whatever, cause like, I'm sad that maybe you're leaving me, like damn, like don't go, don't leave me, girl. Awesome, like yeah. So basically, whatever his true emotions are, that's what the bird will portray. So I'm like, alright, cool. Rhodey was like, yo, here you go. Basically faked him out on some cliche shit. That's why I said, this is why, like, I was hyped, because I was happy. I was like, cool, but cliches, like, typical shit. So I was like, alright, whatever. So, Rhodey faked him out, goes to the thing, gets stabbed. So we thinking, oh, it's over for my man. GG's in the chat. So he's calling down, and so Midoriya was like, nah, I'm gonna protect you. You gotta get through me. You gonna get to my man's right here. So they fighting. This is what he goes 100%. He beats him. And he's booking it. He's like, yo, I need to make it this time. So it's like 3, 2, 1, bro. Literally 0.000 point like 0 something 3 milliseconds. left, and then the shit would have like killed all the heroes and shit. Pino, I think Pino, whatever the bird name is, I think it's Pino. A little cute little bird. Is the goat because she she basically was like yo like she puts it in the device in like the last second. Cause we thought she died cause she faded away, but came back to life. I guess I don't know. Plot armor. So came back, put the thing in, everything happened. Everything was safe. That is pretty much what happened. All in all, solid film. I loved it. Obviously the cliches happened, you know. But I would watch it again. I highly recommend it. Definitely watch the first half of season 5 before you watch it, cause you're gonna be lost. Like, what the hell is this Black Whip? What the hell was he? He's like, so like, definitely watch that first and then watch the movie. But yeah, definitely 9 out of 10. The cliches kind of turned me off a little bit, but all in all, like I thoroughly enjoyed this film. So yeah, that's pretty much it. My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission was a success, and if you haven't watched it, you slacking. If you haven't had time to watch it, find time, watch it now. Fuck is you talking about? But that's all we got for today. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend. Comment down below what anime y'all guys want me to watch and review on. And yeah, have a great day. Peace.